University students can head back to class after campus shut down over the weekend. It went on lockdown early Saturday after 18-year-old Josiah Kilman was found unresponsive in his dorm room. Police have arrested 21-year-old Charles Escalera for his death. WHAS 11's Alex Dieter spoke with those who knew Josiah, sharing the impact he made at the university.
It's indescribably suffocating.
An unimaginable pain.
We've had an incredible life lived in front of us.
Losing someone you love.
Our community is hurting over the loss of Josiah Kilman.
Campbellsville University is left putting the pieces back together after freshman Josiah Kilman was found dead in his campus dorm room Saturday. Less than 24 hours later, police arrested 21-year-old Charles Escalera in connection to Josiah's death. Escalera and Josiah were teammates on the university's wrestling team, a team Campbellsville University President Dr. Joseph Hopkins says is now leaning on one another.
Josiah's teammates are understandably devastated, but they are strong. It is a powerful team. They are just so strong in their bond with one another and their bond of faith.
Star athlete, friend, a man of faith. Josiah had his whole life ahead of him.
He was such an exceptional human being that shined a really bright light into whoever he touched.
O'Brien Bird, Josiah's coach for 11 years, left reeling from the life lost too soon.
One of the hardest phone calls I've ever had to take was his best friend, Adam, called me yesterday morning and couldn't understand what he was trying to tell me. When I finally could hear what he was saying, it was just unfathomable.
Loved ones now left with more questions than answers.
The hardest part is explaining to these young adults, why.
And leaning on each other to keep Josiah's legacy and love alive.
If you have children, hug them tight. This is a reminder for all of us that life is truly a gift.
Alex Dieter, WHAS 11 on your side.
The university is providing counselors and resources for students and working to secure the campus to give a sense of safety to everyone there. Josiah's family has a GoFundMe set up to help pay for the costs of burial expenses and transporting him back home to Montana. We have a link to donate on our website, WHAS11.com. Happening today, Metro Councilman Anthony Piagentini will face a full trial by the Metro Council. Piagentini is charged with 8 different ethics violations. Last year, the Metro Ethics Commission said he used his public office to leverage a new job that stemmed from a proposal Piagentini co-sponsored in 2022 to allocate American Rescue Plan funds to a nonprofit. And while he abstained from the final vote, he took a job with the agency the next day. Piagentini has since said it was a mistake. A charging committee has recommended he be removed from his position, and the council court will now have to prove whether or not misconduct occurred. A Louisville woman indicted in a series of home invasions will be arraigned by a grand jury today. Jamara Curitin is charged in connection to a string of break-ins from late last year through early January. In one case, police allege Curitin broke into a Valley Station home and hit an 82-year-old woman on the head as the victim tried to get away. Police say she stole a wallet, cash, and a phone. Curitin faces several charges, including robbery and assault. She's expected in court this morning at 9. Super Chef Darnell Ferguson is also set to be arraigned by a grand jury today. Ferguson was indicted last week on several charges connected to a domestic violence incident. Police allege he attacked his estranged wife at her apartment on January 2nd, making her fear for her safety. He's charged with assault, burglary, and strangulation. Ferguson previously pleaded not guilty. He's due in court today at 3. We are learning new details this morning after police shot a man at an Indiana nature preserve. Charlestown police say they were called to a home around 4:30 p.m. Saturday for a welfare check on a man who lived there. About half an hour later, police found his car at the 9 Penny Branch Nature Reserve just outside of Charlestown. Police say they found the man on one of the trails with a handgun. He was allegedly arguing with family members. That's when police say Major Brian Gilbert shot him. He was taken to U of L Hospital with non-life-threatening injuries, and Indiana State Police are now handling the investigation.
We're going to conduct a very thorough investigation. We're not going to rush things. And that information will be presented to the Clark County Prosecutor's Office. One, we want to make sure that the officers did everything appropriate in their situation, review that side of things, but also the individual that has been injured, whether he's going to face any charges, that will be up to the Clark County prosecutor.
Major Gilbert has been placed on administrative leave and nobody else was hurt in the incident. As of today, the Thorntons on the corner of First and Broadway will be officially closed. A fence has already been put up around the perimeter of the property. A company spokesperson confirmed last week the location is scheduled to close down for good. They didn't give a reason why, but we did check LMPD crime data over the last year for that location. It showed there have been 34 crimes in the area, including assault, theft, and robbery.